now. I think we're doing it. Let me get my little chat stuff ready. Oh, I need to fix the chat box. Yeah. How are y'all doing, everybody? Gonna be starting this. Link should be in the description for the call-in show. I need to get in that room though. So if anybody's already in there, sorry if I'm not talking just yet. Let me go ahead and connect on in. All right, and we're here, waiting for our first caller. Hit the link in the comment or description down below. I will get one in the chat here. Just give me a second. What's up, Justin? Hey, I love that name. Hey, Rodolfo, thank you. W, massive W. Love that name, Justin. That's just an absolute W of a name. Let me see. Where am I going for properties? What's up, Missy? Come on. Come on, baby girl. Okay, paste. And there we go. There we go. We got the chat in here. All right. If y'all want to call in, as I said, link it down below in the description. Link is invalid. Okay. Well, at least somebody's trying to call in. So let me go ahead and fix this. And we can... You know what? Oh, I know why the link is invalid. Ooh. It's not a good look. Yep. That's a better link. All right. Try that link now. Try that link now. Link down below. And we should be good. Oh, wait. Hold on. We do not want to play the Alabama game. You can try it now. It's Shadow. Let me know if that works. But so we got Alabama coming up. How are y'all feeling about Alabama? If you're too shy to call in, feel free to let me know in the chat what your thoughts are on the Alabama game. I'm feeling confident. Hey, I appreciate it, Rodolfo. Hey, tune in for the morning show. You're always in that OB chat. Thank you for. I really appreciate it, man. You've supported me a lot. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, man, I've been really confident about this game. I had a lot of confidence going up. I was just watching the Alabama game. I need to finish it, but man, it feels. I feel a real confidence in this. And we got our first caller. What's up, the HBR? Is that what you want me to call you?
Yo, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed. How are you doing, man?
Man, it's a sunny day over here in Okinawa, Japan today.
You're in Japan?
Yeah, serving overseas right now.
Well, thank you for your service. What branch are you in?
Marine Corps.
Marine Corps. Nice. Hey,
Yep.
once a Marine, always a Marine.
Goddamn right. Hey, man, okay. So, die-hard Longhorn since I was born, right? I've been through the journey of Tom Herman and not recruiting O-line, D-line talent. How confident do you feel in our O-line stand up against Bama today? Or, I guess, a couple days.
Well, so here I'll answer this because like you nailed it with we've gone through some real O-line troubles with the Herman era.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not incredibly confident in our offensive line. I think that the things that they were doing wrong are fixable, right? But and hold on, we can't hear the live caller. Oh my goodness, hold on. Here, do you want to ask that question again so they can hear you? So they can.
Yeah, of course.
My bad.
So,
my bad, man. But and all y'all, hey, Okinawa, Japan, Marine Corps, hell yeah, let's go. Just catch them
all
up.
right, man. So, living through the time of Tom Herman, where you're just stacking safeties, stacking receivers, stacking skill talent, we've been lacking on the front seven, 100% on D and on offense. Now I know we got Kelvin Banks, who's a monster, but that interior O-line, I feel like I'm one of those dudes who watches all the spring reports, all the practice reports. it seems like that interior O line with DJ Campbell, Hayden Connor has just been rotating. Like I know we got Christian Jones and Kelvin Banks locking down the tackles, but that interior line, I'm not too confident how it's going to hold up against Bama. So
Yeah,
how do
I
you feel
mean,
about that?
you're right to have some trepidation. Would be a good SAT word right there. Uh, you're right to kind of have some uneasy feelings going in with the interior offensive line. They had I think if anybody were to tell you that they were just playing great and it's all sunshine and rainbows, they're probably their best friends, aunt and uncle or something like that. But and honestly, I think those people would probably be a little more realistic in saying, hey, yeah, they need to play better. This dude's way more talented than that. But I think that this year's offensive line, when you look at it compared to the previous years in the Herman regime, I mean, I legit feel like I have more confidence in our second string offensive line than some of the years that we had with Tom Herman. Where it was like if we lose a single guy, we're done for. Like forget about asking, can this guy come in, because there's a ton of talent on this offensive line. In the second string and third string, it's not. It needs to be developmentally, because offensive line is one of those positions you got to be sharp mentally. You got to know exactly what you're doing.
Absolutely. That's why I was so excited when we brought Kyle Flood over, when Sark took over. But there was a time where we had Junior Ungelau was our best O lineman, and he transferred to Oregon. And I'm glad it didn't feel like that too much of a hit with all the talent that we brought in the 21 and 22 class. But at the same time, it's just like the whole report of Jake Majors switching to center, and then Hayden Connor and DJ fighting for that right guard spot, and then left guard still being weird. Like, I love the talent. It just feels like it's so – like I just want that one starting line, that 5 that we're confident in, but we have like 7 or 8, which is a great thing, but it just makes it rough not knowing exactly what you're going to have and exactly who you have and where, especially with the schemes that Sark wants to run and that zone run game and not gap scheme.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I mean, like we really thought we had that this year, and it still could be the case. I'm not completely ruling it out, but I mean, things have to improve. That was just a glaring issue when you talk about the physical difference in size of the Rice players to our offensive linemen. I mean, like that. That's going to be the easiest you're going to have it physically all year long. It doesn't get any better. So maybe Wyoming, but I mean, you're like, it was a concern, man. Like you said, we've been waiting for that legit offensive line that we can just, hey, we don't have to worry about this, right?
Nope. That's a strength. Yep.
And honestly, really, we haven't had that quarterback too. Since those offensive lines.
It's been great. I mean, every team we've had, the 05 team, the 08, 09 team, it's just you have those solid blocks. That Casey stuttered O-line, like 05, it was just solid. And ever since in, 2018, I remember I was so high on our 2018 team, but that was at a time where I looked less into the team, and I just saw us going 10-4, beating Georgia. But you just look at that O-line, it's like your one highlight was Sam Cosme. And besides that, it was pretty dire, but it's just like we have the talent. We've recruited a high level. Sark has made it such a piece of importance to recruit big humans on the O-line. It's just it's still wishy-washy on those guard and center spots. Like tackles, I'm not worried about. Christian Jones is great. Kelvin Banks is an All-American, but just that interior, especially with how much stunts Alabama does in their D-line, it's going to be rough.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly makes me wonder because I think one thing that happened with Cal Flood at Alabama, there was no doubt, there was no secret in they were already recruiting at a really high level before he got there. Mm-hmm. So when they improved on the offensive line, they already had some really talented offensive linemen that were seniors and older guys that were developed bodies, and then also going through legit strength and conditioning programs. That was another issue with Tom Herman here, was the strength and conditioning program was just horrendous. I mean, you look at a guy
I still go back to what they did to Jake Smith. That's what I go back to.
Hey, Jordan Whittington, too. Look at him. I mean, there's no secret that the only 2 years that he's had healthy, that he didn't get immediately injured, were I mean, well, and we can't even say a second year because we're hoping he gets a second year healthy. But he only had half a year healthy with Sark, and that was more of a freak injury than anything else because he fell and like it was just a weird dive and the way he landed. So I can't really count that as like a, that was because of his body and it wasn't a deep tissue muscle that that he injured, but yeah, it was a damn travesty to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Herman was doing up there. I liked Herman as a coach, but the more I got into it, and I was just like, man, this dude doesn't know how to run a P5 program, especially one like Texas.
I mean, it was more just how he was not authentic at all.
No, he was very. I'm not trying to talk crap on previous coaches because I don't know everything. I'm just a 20-year-old man out here, but from every insider report I saw and all that stuff, it was a little weird in how he conducted business and with his players, especially with the coaching staff and all the turnover he did with the Chris Ash hire. And I like the Chris Ash hire, but
it was just way too late.
It was very late.
And shout out Harry Orange Wookie. Is that a Star Wars character? I believe that's Star Wars, not a Star Trek. That lets you know how much I watch those movies. Hook 'em fellas, going to be a tough game, but we all bleed burn orange, win, lose or not. I'm ready I'll root for him. Hey, amen. But you know what? I'm tired of the pain. Give me some good years, Sark. Give me some good years, man. I cannot.
It's been rough, especially because the people around my generation, like the 18 to 22-year-olds, I didn't really start paying attention until about 2011. I just missed the Colt years. I was too young for that.
That blew my mind, man. That like this guy, like I had a caller. I don't know if you saw the video the other day. Like there was an 18-year-old, and he said, "Yeah, my first year was 2010." It's like, what? That was, and these are the real fans, man. But hey, Brandon, thank you for that $5. But yeah, man. Like these are the actual like real dedicated fans that all they've known, they've given this university their soul for nothing.
Pain and suffering. Yeah.
Just for the hope that one day it'll happen again.
It's rough because I grew up 20 minutes outside the stadium, so I tried to go as many. I grew up poor as dirt, but I tried to go as many games as I could. But watching Strong coach, and it's just what was that? And the end of the Mac Brown years, feeding into Strong and Herman, it was just like I never got to see Texas be that feared symbol. It was just kind of like we'd have a fluke win against Oklahoma and be amazing. We finished 4th in the conference, 5th in the conference, 6th in the conference. It's like, what are we doing? Like TCU's almost going to the playoff. TCU's killing people with Trevon Boykin, or not Trevon Boykin. Who was their quarterback in like 2014? Oh, what was his name?
Andy Dalton.
No. After Dalton.
Oh, Hill. Is that Hill?
No, it was the other dude.
Kenny Trill.
Like 20. No, that was A&M. Or I guess he transferred.
Kenny Hill. Wait, was Kenny Hill was A&M? I thought Kenny Hill went to TCU.
He started at A&M. He transferred to TCU. What was his freaking name? He was.
I think
nasty.
We named every quarterback around that guy, except for that one.
Yeah, great, crazy player, but it was just.
Let me hear. What year was it?
Like 2013, 2014 TCU when they should have made the playoff and then they took him out because we didn't have a Big 12 title game back then.
There was 2011. Casey Paschal.
No, it wasn't him. It was after him.
Okay. 12. Okay, you're thinking 2014. No, that was Trevon Boykin.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was right. I was thinking. I think I was mixing him and Taj Boyd, but yeah, Trevon Boykin, nasty. It was just so I've never seen Texas be that Texas that I watched highlights of in 05 and 09 and all those freaking teams. Like I think we were close, or not close, but the best year I've ever seen Texas play was 2018, and we still had 4 losses and lost the Big 12 championship game. Like that's all. So I'm ready for it, and I feel like Sark has the personnel. He knows what he's recruiting. We're starting to get Texas back. Just in-state recruiting. It's just there's a step somewhere, and I don't know where it's at that they just need to take. And I feel like this Alabama game, even though it's non-conference, it's going to be conference next year. Crucial. So freaking crucial.
Man, I to be honest, I think it's a quarterback. We need what really got me watching was the Duke quarterback. If anybody watched that Duke quarterback, his name is Riley Leonard, I think.
Yeah, Riley Leonard. Yeah.
It just like that. You just need a playmaker at quarterback, like a guy that's going to make a play when you need it. He's the guy that he's gonna pull the rabbit out of the hat. He doesn't have to like, and a guy that he by no means was anywhere close to one of the most talented. Like there's been a lot of more talented quarterbacks that have come on the 40 acres
Absolutely.
recently. But Sam Ellinger's that guy.
God,
he was able to make a play.
Sam. I love Sam. Sam, what was he, 4-star coming out? But dude played with heart. I freaking love Sam.
Harry Orange Wookie. Hey, thank you for the 20 bomb, man. That is a massive bomb out here. The pain makes me feel alive. First game I've ever seen was with my dad watching Ricky break the record against A&M. We'll never forget it. We came into the Big 12 and won the championship. Let's leave with that title also. Hey, I agree, man. We got to leave with that title. We came in with it. We leave with it. And honestly, my first like real memory inside DKR, it mirrors that. It's the Jamal Charles 2007 run versus Nebraska.
Yep.
When he took it to the house, 80-yard run. That run was, I mean, that was just magical for me. I'll never forget. I was like that. The feeling that made me feel. That I'll never forget that feeling in that moment. But yeah, we need that Quinn Ewers to just, we need him to take the next step, and because at the end of the day he was really accurate, right? Outside of the deep balls, if you add the catches, right? Sanders gets doinked in the helmet. It should have been a better placed ball, but Sanders drops the 4th down pass. I mean, like any wide receiver coach is going to subscribe to the theory of if the ball hits your 2 hands, you should catch it. No matter how bad it is, you should be catch. If it hits your hands, you should catch it. And a guy like Sanders, his talent.
It was him and Whittington came over and bonked him.
And that's a 3rd one. And then if you add in a 4th one of Brooks on that touchdown, I mean, these are all balls that should be caught. And this is that's like a 76% completion percentage. And if you remove the one pass that shouldn't be considered a pass, the little spike into the ground, you're clocking the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very accurate day, but at the end of the day, he didn't make plays. He still has that lackluster feel. So
it just watching Quinn, what's so weird about him is I grew up in Austin, right? So I saw Southlake play some games when Quinn was there, and his deep ball was just so pretty. That's why he was ranked so high, is because he just had such an arm and a feel for the ball. But it's just watching him throw those like 20+ routes. It feels so unstable. It just feels off platform all the time. Like his mechanics aren't set in stone.
And there may be something there with the whole Dallas Turner after the Dallas Turner hit. He will stand in there and take a hit. He will. Quinn Ewers will. And like that's one of my big gripes is when people criticize him about that. I'm like, there's plenty of areas to criticize Quinn Ewers, and that's just not one of them. Like I've seen him take multiple hits last year, at least 3 to 5. I can name 2 off the top of my head.
He stands in there. It's just even when he has a clean pocket, just something about, I don't know if it's just me, but something about him, just watching him throw and go through his progressions, it just looks unnatural. Like he doesn't have a set motion of what he does. He just kind of flings around, which when you have arm talent, I guess you can do. But I feel like there's a mechanical issue in there somewhere. It might come from that Dallas Turner hit last year, but it's just something like just watching other games this week, watching Riley Leonard and even Cade Klubnik, some throws he looked pretty okay on. It was just watching it. It looked thorough. It's just something about Quinn on his deep ball. It just looks like he doesn't have all the confidence in his mechanics. And he kind of just uses his arm, just get it out.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think. I think he just relies way too much on his arm. Harry Orange Wookie again on fire, man, with the super chats. Wow, dude, Quinn hit Sanders in the logo and it was a dot. Yeah, I mean he airholed him, man. Literally, like. Sanders probably had his ear popped with all the air coming in. Wood is going to ball out against Bama, bookmark it. Hey, if you watch my video, I don't know, Brandon, if you watched my video recently, I said I think Jordan Whittington is going to be a massive part of this game. It makes way too much sense. He's playing well. He's really like he's our Mr. Automatic. Like you know you know what you're gonna get out of him.
I think when we moved Whittington, when he was coming out of Cuero and we had him as that running back type, moving him to wide receiver, I think was because just that was such a smart move by the staff at the time. But again, coming back to that strength and condition, him getting hurt all the time, dude's just such a natural athlete. He's just so freakishly good at what he does. If he just the fact that he had one touchdown reception last year still blows my mind. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, it was so little, but I mean, at the same time, he was such a like he was a third down monster for us getting first downs.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, who took over that role was Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy was doing a really good job. Now I need to look at the third down targets and who got the most third down targets, but something that I want to hear a lot this Saturday over the radio.
Say goodnight to this one.
I want to hear that. I want to hear Craig Way.
Oh, Craig.
Good old Craig.
God, I love Craig Way.
Anybody else? Feel free to call down below. We're having a great call right now with the HBR, Okinawa, Japan, Marine, serving our country. Yeah. Hey, man, having a great call. So, what's your outside of what's your feel on the defensive back room, Bama? What's your thoughts on them?
Bama's deep. So, I mean, last year, they got exposed pretty good, especially against. I mean, even when Texas played, there's a couple of deep balls that Quinn hit. That first one to Worthy that he got hit like the 2 and fell short. But when they played Tennessee, got exposed. When they played, even when they played LSU, it got exposed a little bit. Their safeties, I feel like Caleb Downs, that new guy they got out. Caleb Downs is a freaking monster. Kool-Aid, I mean, McKinstry obviously is great, but besides that, I'm not sure. We have so much talent in that wide receiver room. Like you saw Nayor, who was such a hyped transfer again last year. He played with the third stringers in the fourth. If we can get down their roster, I feel like that's such a good matchup for Texas if Quinn can get it there.
Well, I mean, it's like a Chris Tom, and we got Nino's corner in here. Nino, feel free to just chime in whenever. We can kind of it won't be too crazy with us three so far, but yeah, I mean, Chris Thomas pointed out Uncle Lou took Texas in the points, and hey, shout out Uncle Lou. This is where a lot of my idea. This is where this idea came from. Was doing the call-in show, was Uncle Lou, but he had a great point. He talked about like this game is just going to be really fun to watch. Because this is a legit like NFL defensive backs versus NFL wide receivers with Alabama and Texas. Like this game, and this is something I don't think people are really putting enough emphasis on, is this game. Like players are going to play in this game. They're going to put their best foot forward, because this is probably the game that's going to be matter. This and the last year's game, this is probably the game that matters most for them, draft stock wise. Until if we have a 11-1 season or 12-1 season, we end up in the playoffs. Then you can have a more important game than this. But as of right now, this is the most important game on the schedule that you're guaranteed to play, and guys like T'Vondre Sweat. Guys like Jahdae Barron, guys like Jalen Ford, they didn't just come back for nothing.
Nope.
What's up, Nino? What are your thoughts on this?
Hey, man. What's going on, man? You hear me?
Not too well. Not too well. I don't know if you can turn up your mic a little bit.
How's
Hey,
that?
Nash.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right, perfect. My bad. Let me put my headphones on. Yeah, so yeah, man. I think this is the year. Like you said, this is opportunity for guys like Sweat, Barron, Ryan Watts to put a lot on film. This is going to be like the highlight game of the year for them. So they can do it against Bama, then it's going to look good for them for the draft. So, I mean, look, man, Texas is they match up really well, I think, for the defensive side of the ball. The only thing that they really got to do, man, is just contain Jalen Milroe. I think they can take care of business. Just seeing what Bama did last week They didn't rush the ball extremely well. They had a lot of rushing yards, but like Jace averaged what like was it 3.9 yards a carry. Jam averaged about 2 yards a carry. Yeah, there's opportunity for Texas to do exactly what they did last year. They just got to contain Milrow.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like you said earlier on your call and show, and Phil, hey, everybody, go if you didn't watch it earlier, go back watch Nino's Corner's upload from the live video that he just did. He did a call and show just like this one. A little bit better production. he got the people popped up in there and everything. You mentioned it perfect where you were saying these guys, they have to maintain integrity in their gaps. Like, this is, of all the games that you got to be smart and you cannot be tempted to, give up a lane. This is the one. And Harry Orange Wookie out here with another 20 bomb. Holy Bevo. Goodness. He said,
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me. Hurt my feelings.
That's got to be one of my. This is me right now.
Chip, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I mean, repost them. Quinn, I see you on Twitter always liking myself and reposting. I promise you, I see it. Yeah, Quinn was 7 for 7 on RPO this past week in Bama. He'll be better with the motion. We'll run our offense as vanilla as we could, but we got this. Something that I really want to go do, and I'm going to be tracking this year. I'm not sure if you're already tracking it yet, Nino, but you might be able to chime in on this.
What's that?
I'm wanting to track the percentage of Steve Sarkisian's plays where he uses motion. Because it's almost 100%, man. It's up there.
Well, look, no, actually, it wasn't that much the last game. I just started tracking it, in his last game, and it wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be. Hold on. Let me pull up my slides right quick.
See, me and Nino are on the same wavelength. All right.
Yeah, I got a pre-snap and a post. You know what? I didn't track it on this one because it was so few. I erased them. I should have kept them. It wasn't many plays, man. I think Texas ran, as far as plays. Let me take a look at the number of plays they ran. I think it was 74 plays or something like that. And I think motion on those plays, moving from one personnel package to another, it was really low, about maybe 10 to 12 total. It wasn't much.
Man, that's really low. HBR, that surprises me, man. Does it surprise you?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Honestly, I just think it was a vanilla plan. I don't think they wanted to put too much on. Because they ran out of base, man. Let me check. Out of base.
Hey, I just got to let y'all know I'm going to head out. I got to go back to work here. So y'all have a great rest of your night, all right?
All right,
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for calling in, man. Really appreciate it.
Hey, God bless. Have a good one.
Hey, you too, bro. Great caller right there. Feel free to hit the link down below and hop in here, having some great conversation. Yeah, man, that really surprises me because I felt like during the every play there was a lot of motion.
Yeah, and maybe I'm looking at it from motion standpoint. Well, I shouldn't say just motion. I'm looking.
Yeah, I mean, look, when I'm saying motion, I'm literally talking about
movement.
Does if Jatavian Sanders if Jatavian Sanders is on the right end, if he's on the right side and he says, "I want you back up, take a step to the left," that's motion for me.
Yeah. So
it's just any resetting of the formation.
Yeah. So I'm looking at more of changing like the personnel package. Like from going from 11 to like 21 or something like that, right?
Or like reloading like Rod Baber was talking about.
Yeah. So mine is more like the reload. Yeah. So as far as motion, they had a lot of motion. Sark's heavy on motion. He's pretty much every play is gonna have some motion. But as far as like just changing personnel packages, it wasn't that much this game. I think it was like 10 to 12. But look, I'm looking at the personnel packages. They ran the most out of 11 this game, and it was pretty even. It's 20 runs and 20 pass plays. So folks who are online that don't know what that is, 11 personnel is 1 running back, 1 tight end, right? The next highest group that they ran out of, Nash, was 12 personnel. So 1 running back, 2 tight ends. They ran 19 plays out of that. And that was mainly the most used, man. I think the the next highest one used, you're gonna laugh when you hear this, was Jumbo. Jumbo was 5 packages, man. Jumbo was 5 plays, and they ran 10 personnel, 5 plays as well.
I mean, it makes sense because like this is a lot of people were hey, we're gonna be running a lot of empty. We're gonna we got a lot of wide receivers. We do have a lot of wide receivers. So there's a lot of talent, but it's just not Steve Sarkisian's MO to do that.
No, it's not. It's not as but it's funny, man. They ran empty. I got it charted down as 3 times. They were basically unsuccessful all 3 times. 10 personnel, they ran it 5 times. They were successful 3 times. So that's a 60% rate of success. 11 personnel, they ran it 40 times. They were successful 16 times, so a 40% rate. That's got to get better, especially if that's going to be your base formation. And 12 personnel, they ran it 19 times, successful 9 times, so they're successful around 47% of the time. And then Jumbo, they were successful 2 out of the 5 times for 40% total. But in the passing game, they used it 3 times, and they were successful 2 out of those 3 times in the passing game, none out of running, which is kind of, I wouldn't say it's weird, but it is kind of weird because last year they were more successful passing the ball out of Jumbo than they were running the ball. So
Yeah, what really stood out to me was like if you look at the if you're on the PFF, like I'm on the PFF page right now.
Yeah.
Quinn Ewers' win blitz last year was not great. And when he was blitzed Saturday, he had 15 attempts and 12 completions. The dude was an assassin when he was getting blitzed. But when he's not getting blitzed, he has 16 attempts and 7 completions.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Oh, man.
What's going on, man? Brandon, you got any thoughts on this, man? How are you doing? Thank you for the super chats.
You're good, man. You're good. I've been watching you for a minute, dude. It's staying back to what you do for us, man. No,
thank you, man.
Nino. I love Nino. Nino, you're fucking badass. Been following you for a minute too. You and Nash both.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm on my phone. I have shitty internet. Trying to mute myself. But we ran a lot of fake ass motion against Rice. It was like Jatavion Sanders ran. I'm not counting that as motion. Motion to me, I agree, that is motion, right? But the motion that I watch from Sark and everyone else is like, look at Alabama, the first 3 plays. The first 3 plays against Alabama last year, we ran motion where it was like Jatavion, Roshan, Bijan, right? And then we run a motion play. Jatavion, Roshan, and Bijan are all in the backfield. Triple set in the backfield. Like, to me, that's motion. Sark got some shit dialed up in Alabama's already.
He does.
Give it a buck.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I'm really particular with this type of stuff because, like, I think there's a good enough, and I do know what you're saying, but yeah, I don't know. I'm one of these like sticklers. You can ask Nino last year when I was talking about the drop in the end zone with Worthy. At first I wasn't counting it as a drop, but I did come around to the light side.
Yeah, he should have got that one, man. That was
he should have caught that one.
That was a good one, man. Oh, that was a hell of a play.
Hey, you know what? Quinn Ewers' deep ball percentage would have been 3 for 40 now. It'd have been 3 for 40 instead of 2 for 40. Rag on him, but hey, he's got to get it better. And you know what, Brendan, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this. If he has a great day with the deep ball, I mean, even me, like I'm sure you saw me singing his praises on Twitter after Saturday, trying to defend him with the clips. I will not buy into the deep ball until I see it for at least a second or third game. What about you, Brendan?
Man, we need to get the PIs called against us when he throws the deep ball. I understand they might be on.
Yeah, I don't. You know what, Brandon? At this point, I don't think we're ever going to get those. Okay, we haven't gotten them since 2009 or something like that. So I'm just at this point.
Dude, I know.
Screw it. It's football now to me.
No, I get it. But that one against A.D. Mitchell, motherfucker turned and like was reaching.
Or even the Worthy one. I mean, all of them.
That's what I'm saying. We had 2 that were just like atrocious. And like, I'm not, dude. I've been watching the Longhorns a long time. We've been screwed by the refs a long time, and I'm not like, oh my god, like we gotta do it on our own. But motherfucker, help us out, dude. Like, god damn. Like, am I wrong? Like the worthy one on the sideline, it was like, dude, he turned, was reaching behind the dude's back, getting tackled. They didn't call it. Like, what the fuck? What do we gotta do?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I will say that you can ask Nino. I am one of the biggest war. I've been going to war for Xavier Worthy. Okay, so when I'm giving criticism, it's like it comes from a good place, but I actually do think he could have rerouted on that one. I think that one that he I it sounds crazy to criticize it, but he damn near caught the ball reaching around the guy and holding it on his back plate. But I think that's one where he could have just taken a step out or step inside, and then got in position to catch the ball, almost hit the brakes and he'll fly right by. Shout out to F-14 Tomcat right behind me. My favorite movie.
I will not disagree with you, but still, he shouldn't have to do that. He was in position at that point. It sucks, dude. Like,
it does.
I'm so fucking tired of it.
And you know what? I mean, and then it's like, if it's not the refs, it's like some freak thing where Jordan Whittington just happens to be doing a scramble drill right into the same area, and then
Tell me.
Like it's like, and it's not even so. Like, of all the things, right? I'm fine with the defensive back getting his hand on it, with Jordan Whittington being in there, but all those things happen, except for the guy's not even looking at the ball. He's looking at Jordan Whittington, and it hits him in the head and doinks him.
Oh, I know. Are you talking about that TD in the corner for Jatavian?
Yeah, I'm talking about when Jatavian, he had it in his hands, and then it hits the defender's head. The defender has no idea what happened. Defender literally he feels a thought. What happened? Well, I thought I was defending the ball. Yeah, you were.
Only one that knew what happened was Jatavian, dude. He jumped up and looked at Whittington like, "What the f- are you doing, dumbass?"
Yeah, Jatavian was a. I like that about Jatavian, because Jatavian's not afraid. You've seen this, man. Jatavian's not afraid to rip teammates. He's not afraid to get into that ass.
Exactly. I love it.
And that's what you want. That's what you need out of a leader, man. So,
Nash, I think this, like the fans are pretty much wondering who was going to be the guy that was going to be that vocal guy once we lost Rojo, right? And I think you're starting to see it. It's JT Sanders, right? He's the voice, right? And so, which is a good thing too, because he's a guy who is a preseason All-American. He's highly respected, so that's the guy that you want the message coming from.
Another guy I honestly want Xavier Worthy talking that. I can imagine that dude is talking some smack up on that line of scrimmage.
Who, Worthy?
Yeah, Worthy. I can only imagine what he's saying out there to those defensive backs. Like, you're not going to see me again.
Well, you saw what happened when he found out that the DB from OU was going to Houston. He put his picture. He was like, "I'm about to eat again."
Put his hand together like, it's lunchtime. Like, all you can eat buffet at Golden Corral. Yeah, no, yeah.
The Golden Corral, man.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I mean, like, Worthy, you know where OU he's going to be there. And Toad, yeah, absolutely, you can join.
Hey, Nash. Worthy gonna be there all year, man. He came out guns a blazing in his first game, man. And honestly, I think Worthy had the opportunity to get about 150 yards, if things would have went right for him. Because, look, he caught that one ball that they said was a drop. That was a catch, man. It never touched the ground.
Well, so here's the deal. How?
Yeah.
How do you, when you need indisputable evidence, Nino? When you need indisputable evidence, how do you get that when it shows he caught the damn ball?
Yeah, man, he caught that ball, man. So.
Either that or they were hiding an angle from us. They weren't sharing. They either weren't sharing an angle, a camera angle that we could never see. What's up, Toad? Or they just shafted us. And I mean, like, but you know what? if winning a game 37-10 while you're shafting people, I'll take it. I'll take that.
Yeah.
They had that Brett Yormark angle that he want no one to see, you know.
Hey, Brett Yormark after the Wyoming loss probably had to. Oh, man, that. I wish there was pictures of him. He's probably have you seen that Bob Bowlesby picture? He's sitting there pouting like that. He's like, he got the pouty face on, sitting there behind there. Yeah. You'll see a delay if you watch the stream. What's up, Toad? I don't think we can hear you, Toad. You were on mute. You were talking. You did have it on off mute. So the mic was working. I did see the green popping up.
I think he's still trying to swallow that Colorado loss. What he's doing.
Is Toad a T? Oh, I see. Well, see, here's the deal. You can't say that. You can't say that because they're not horned frogs. And I mean, like, this is it's a horned lizard. The horned frog does not exist in Texas.
They're horny toads in Texas,
No, but there's no horn. I'm telling you, go look it up. They literally they call themselves a horned toad, the horned frog, but it's actually a horned lizard. They don't even refer to themselves as the correct species name.
I grew up in West Texas. I grew up in Odessa. Trust me, I know. Them motherfuckers bleed from their eyes and shit. It's creepy, but yeah.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, Toad? How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
What you want to talk about today, man? Or tonight? Late night.
We have to think about that Bama game.
I'm thinking I'm feeling confident. I honestly, you can ask. I was in a chat. I was expecting to be humbled. I was expecting to, I was telling me, hey, look, Homer Nash is about to be died. He's about to be dead in 2 hours. But I saw enough there that I'm not saying it's gonna happen, right? We're gonna beat the living crap out of Bama, but I'm just saying that we could beat Bama, and we could beat them by a good margin. I think that's possible. I think it's certainly on the table.
For sure.
It's just like
our 09 pays better this week.
Huh? I'm sorry. Say it again.
If our 09 pays better this week, then that's what it's pretty tough to watch.
Yeah. I think, man, we just got to play we just have to be sound on our assignments, and if they just do, if everybody just does their job, just do your job, we win. I look at last year, really like what won them the game was Bryce Young with a high. Like I honestly thought that won him the Heisman. But he obviously got injured, and that was completely off the table. But
Ryan Watts missing that tackle won him the Heisman.
Well, and not even just that. There was multiple plays. There was a play where Jahmyr Gibbs, he got a ball to Jahmyr Gibbs, and it was just one of these moments where and none other than Tavondre Sweat was chasing his ass down, and I mean, he just Bryce Youngs himself away, runs in a straight line diagonally, like literally like he's running straight to Steve Sarkisian. Just, I mean, like he's got eyes in the back. He's not even looking. He's running head to Steve Sarkisian, run the opposite way of the end zone, plants his foot, turns around, dime to Jahmyr Gibbs, who's not wide open but works himself open. And you can't blame the defensive backs because when it's 6 to 10 seconds, you can't expect everybody to hold on that long.
Roughing the passer call changed the game too.
Absolutely.
We don't speak about that around here. No. That didn't happen.
It should have been safety, in my opinion.
And what do you know, guys? It's an orgy in the end zone.
I'm sorry, that was the only time I could ever use that clip when we're talking about that play.
Yeah, but it's not a good.
He said maybe that clip works. Maybe that clip works with that one.
I was like, no, don't. Ooh.
That massive humanity going on down there.
This
Oh,
weekend,
you want to know
Devondre
about
Sweat.
that? We outside!
Sorry to cut you off, bro.
Devondre Sweat's gonna fuck this fucking Alabama team up this weekend. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
And he's like,
Hey, everybody! For those who don't know, this is a Nash at Night stream. So you know what? At this point, all the language is on the table, except not all of it,
Bro,
but a good amount. A good amount.
I can say the F word like 13 times before you get demonetized. I've already donated to you like $70, so you're good.
No, you're
Don't worry
good,
about
bro. No, I know. Yeah, no, you're good. You get a pass. You got the pass, brother.
That's funny as hell.
Got more than my whole fucking year.
Oh man.
If Nino would just follow me back on Twitter, you know, he'd get the pass too. I'm just saying, but no.
Hey, well, you
wants
know
to be
what?
all
He can't.
stingy.
Hey, he can't connect the dots between Harry Orange Wookie and your Twitter.
Dude,
name.
my name is literally, it literally says it in YouTube at Brendan Offerman. Like, it says my, like, the government, my name and shit.
Not on the. It says Harry Orange Wookie on there.
Man, I don't know
Oh,
who is who. I don't have no idea who is who on.
Yeah, I know, bro. and you can't even look at if you want to look up them, you gotta like copy paste the name, go type it into Google or type in the YouTube and
Nino,
go to channels only.
You've
Harry,
been following along.
Hey,
with me a long
he's
time.
Brandon
So last
Offerman
year-
on. I'll send
Yeah,
you
I was
his.
a
I'll send you
dumbass.
his Twitter.
I was
you
a-
know.
Yeah, I was the dumbass last year that said, if Texas beats Alabama at home, I'll get a Longhorn tramp stamp monkey tattoo on Orange Bloods. And, like, I was like, I dead.
Wait, you said that on Orange Bloods?
Orange Bloods live stream, yes. And Anwar and fucking Jeff ran with that bitch, dog. If Texas beat bro, I'm sitting there watching the game, and my emotions were so fucked. I was like, I want to win. I don't have no tattoos, right? I'm like, but if we win, I gotta get Jeff Banks tramp stamp monkey tattoo. Like they're having people.
I don't
design
think they
my
expected you to
tattoo
go with that,
for
man.
me.
I'm gonna be honest.
was doing it,
Knowing
dog.
Jeff and Anwar, I don't. I think that was one of the things. Like, yeah, we can get some. We can get some conversation out of this, but I don't think they were ever expecting you to go into a tattoo
Dude,
shop.
if I say it,
If you
I
did,
say
you
it,
were a
I'm
real
doing
one
it.
though. You were a real one though. If you
I'm-
did.
Mom and raised no bitch. I don't have any tattoos, but that was the first tattoo I'd ever have. It was a Longhorn tramp stamp. Oh my god, I'm glad we lost by 1 fucking point.
I don't know, Toad. You glad? I honestly kind of wish we had gotten to see that. I'm kidding.
That was a rough game, dude.
So, what are your thoughts, Toad, on this upcoming? You think we're gonna win?
I think so, man. I just want Quinn to play better. I mean, I'm not saying
don't we
he'll
all,
do
man?
that against Ryan, but I don't know. I think we will.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a lower scoring game.
it certainly could, but I mean, I go back to like I was saying, they don't have Bryce Young anymore. They don't have Will Anderson. I don't see another Will Anderson, and if there is, his name is Caleb Downs, and he's a really young player.
Well, they got Dallas Turner.
They do have Dallas Turner, but he's just not a Will Anderson. He's not the same.
He's the one
like
that
you go
took
to-
out Quinn.
I don't know, Nash. Dallas Turner's probably the
Better.
freakier athlete out of both of them.
Yes, I agree. 100%.
No, I mean, I'm just going off like Homer had a great breakdown of him, and it's just when you combine the rushing. But I will say that if you were to, Dallas Turner could probably have the same level of impact that we don't have a Bijan or a Roshan. Like, hey, certified, hey, we know this is the guy that we're going to give the ball. And honestly, that's a very similar thing that Alabama has. Like, these feel like very two well-matched teams. You know, great defensive back rooms, talent at the wide receiver position. Both quarterbacks were committed to Texas at one point, and at the same time. Offensive line, like their offensive line, great at the tackles. Or not? Well, they have the left tackle. It's a lot of talent, but you know, it's young. Texas, I mean, their offensive line's obviously going to be better than Texas, but They just seem very similar teams, and like the running back, it's like a hodgepodge right now. You know, Nino.
Is
Yeah.
Cedric in the play? Do we know for
I
a
think
fact
so.
that
I think so. I think he's
Cedric's
already back
playing?
in practice.
Bro, that like
He'll probably be running back one.
dude, the run he had against Rice when he got hurt, like I've watched it back entirely too many times, and that was so much of a Bijan run. It's not even fucking funny. Like that dude, oh, he's so goddamn good.
He's barely a freshman, huh?
True freshman, yes sir.
Damn.
I think he's the definite power guy. And I mean, obviously, it just speaks to how well he was doing in camp, or just how much better he was doing in camp that the first game got the start.
Shit, I thought Brooks was getting the start, but
Hey, and you know what? That's something really all y'all that I love, and I love to see is Steve Sarkisian is not afraid. If he thinks a freshman's a better guy, you're out there.
Yeah.
starting
It was-
true freshman.
It was like the last week of camp. They were just like, oh, IT and On Three and everyone else was like, oh, the last week of camp. They're like, oh, Cedric Baxter could get the start. I'm like, what the fuck? Where'd this shit come from, dude? Like,
Yeah, no,
what
it
do
was-
you mean?
Yeah, it was like for the longest time in camp, it was like it was Brooks. Brooks is going to get the starting job, and then it's going to be figuring out who's behind him. But then you started slowly the breadcrumbs started to fall out, and then just boom. Like I'll say, when they started to really like say, when Sark was saying, I don't know, we'll see, right? We'll see who's starting. I was like, yeah, that's Baxter. Like, I remember Jay Bass came in, he was like, hey, Nash, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. It's happening.
It's
It did.
happening. Yep. But hey, fellas, I gotta get to bed, man. I
Yeah,
got
I'm-
military this morning.
No, I think I'm about to have to probably cut it out too. We got that, 6:30 gig. I also got to get some more stuff down around the house.
Oh, you guys have fun with that.
Yeah, I got to sweep and mop. Yeah, I'm gonna have a ton of fun, man.
All right, Nash, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate it, Nino. Hey, anybody go check out
Thanks for the
Nino.
follow, man. I do appreciate it.
He's got some great stuff. Brandon, I want to get your official before I hop out of here. And Toad, I want to get your official score predictions too. What's your score prediction, Brandon?
31-28 Texas.
31-28 Texas. Okay, so you got a close game. Close game, a great game. Great game to watch. This is going to be no matter what happens, it's going to be a great game. Toad, what's your prediction, man?
Not on Spectrum though. Just saying,
Yeah,
don't do
I
that.
might go 27-24, man. Nice
27-24,
game-winning
you
field
said Horns?
goal. Yes, sir. Game-winning field goal, maybe.
Hey, look, I will certainly take that. I mean, because if it's a game-winning field goal, that means I'm losing my mind, right? And then when that ball goes through the field goal, yeah, all bets are off. I mean, items in this house may get broke from joy. Maybe. I just got to make sure I don't break the computer so I can get the replay out as fast as I can.
What do you got?
What do I got? You know what? Because of Brandon and y'all, I'm sticking with it, man. Until further notice, 38-17. Or no, 38-21. Sorry, 38-21. I have a 17-point win. Here's the deal. I have confidence. Yes, I think Texas wins. I have confidence. I mean, I'm just like, this defensive back room, this defense that we have, is legit. I don't see, like, if you watch the Middle Tennessee, Mel Rowe is a very athletic quarterback, no doubt about it. The touchdown that he had, there's no way he scores that touchdown in Texas. I mean, honestly, number 5 was probably the single biggest, and that was one of their defensive tackles. That was probably one of the single biggest liabilities I saw on the Middle Tennessee defense. defensive tackles are not going to be a liability for Texas, and they're certainly not guys that are going to quit on plays in the middle of a play and then really take themselves out of a play because they just stop running. They just and not even jogging, just stopping. And then there was a play where Caleb Downs he let a Middle Tennessee wide receiver get like 10 yards over the top of him, and like I was telling Nino, I mean, like, we still got to hit the deep ball, so that isn't certainly not a guaranteed, especially even with 10 yards of separation. But
Man, I want to hit one this week.
yeah, and this is the other thing. I want Quinn like listening to every like revenge song whatsoever on the I want him listening to Love Sosa pregame. I want it all. I want Quinn out there going having a monster game.
He's got to hit 1 or 2 deep balls in this game in order else.
And really, I just want to see Quinn Ewers just take control of the game and like make plays. Fit it, when we need the touchdown, get the touchdown, right? It's just that's what we're going to need to be able to win this game, and I'm banking on it happening. I just like it. Like I've said, Alabama has lost a lot of good players. Not a lot, but they've lost some very, very good players, very talented players in the defense last year.
Yes, they've lost a lot. Let's be honest here. They have lost a lot. You are right.
Yep, it's a big close game.
But Texas. You look at the defense. Our defense has gotten better, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
So it's just that's what it really hinges on the defense. I think the defense has a great game. I think Alabama gets to the 21 points. It's a little bit more points than last year, but I think that ultimately happens because they're really trying to get that ball in there by any way, shape, or form. But I think I'm gonna end it here. I really appreciate both y'all for calling in, man. And Brandon, thank you for all the super chats again, man. That really appreciate that.
No. Thank you for all your Texas Clips videos and shit. Dog, you sent me. I watch all the games, but I literally sit there and watch your videos like entirely more times than I should. So thank you for your hard work, dedication, and doing that shit. I do appreciate it, man. That's why I pay back when I can.
Yeah, and I don't make money off those videos, so the support I really do appreciate that, man.
I know monetization's a bitch, right? But Are you going to the Wyoming game or no?
Yeah, I should be there. Send me a DM on Twitter, man. I'll link up.
I will. So I'll meet you there. I'll get you a beer and shit, dude. I'll meet you up.
All right, man. Appreciate it. And to whoever just popped in there, a trunk monkey. You know what? If you wanna pop in here real quick, I'll stay on. If you want to pop in, I'll stay on real quick. If you want to pop in.
He just popped into that. Hey, Nash, again, I buddy following you on Twitter, buddy. I buddy following you on Twitter.
Here, just send me a tweet saying.
It's literally, bro. He heard Love Sosa, and that motherfucker jumped in so quick.
Love Sosa.
He saw Hellcats and shit. It's like he's like, oh yeah, I'm about it. I don't blame him. Oh shit.
Here we go. What's up, Trunk Monkey? How you doing, man?
All right, I'm in.
You are in. How you doing, man? What do you want to call about?
Oh no, I was just joining. Saying thanks for all the good content you put out. I mean, I don't really have any big thoughts to the game other than this. I feel like it's going to be I feel like we're going to cover. I don't think Alabama's going to score more than 7 against us. They're not going to cover. They're not going to cover, but I think it's going to be an under.
Yeah, this certainly, like, I'll say 38-7, 38-21. That is a
Yeah.
that's like with these defenses, man. That's certainly a prediction. I'll admit that. This certainly could be like I like this could literally be a game where there's maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns, if that. Like it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
it's a
I wouldn't be
legit
surprised.
defensive match coming up, and it should be a ton of
Bert
fun.
Auburn Will Reichard Bowl.
Yeah, I screw that Will record. I, look, if you're gonna make a clutch kick against Texas and then miss clutch kicks later on in the season, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, for real. Didn't he miss
Well,
it against A&M to let them win?
No, they won against A&M, but I will say, Brandon's probably over here is having completely opposite reaction, saying, you know what, because he made that kick, I didn't have to get a tattoo.
Man.
Hey man, I was kind of looking forward to the story on that tattoo though. I'm not gonna lie to you. So you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you would have had a story. You also would have been that you would have been that fan, man. That hey, you got the. It would have been like he's the guy that got that that tattoo on his ass there.
Dude, so last year at the open practice, we went there and I was hammered, right? Like I was drinking and shit. I met you there.
My man.
And these dudes were like, they're like, yeah, you like the Longhorns? And I love them. You know, I'm the only fucking dumbass there with a blue shirt with yellow pinstripes. And
Well, he's in a
like,
worker. He's on. No, hold on. Wait, when he says yellow stripes, I shit you not. This man's in a construction uniform. He's like in a like a safety vest looking shirt.
But it's like it's printed, so you know it's not as gay. So like, I'm sitting there, and I'm tweeting shit out or whatever, and then like we move because there's some Karens down there, and I'm talking to these people. They're like, yeah, this dumbass is getting a tattoo if we beat Alabama. I'm like, what the fuck you mean this dumbass? That's me. Like, holy shit, that's you. And then I meet Nash. It was great. It was a great fucking time, man. I fucking tweeted at DeConte so many times this year about like having an open practice. He never responded.
Well, honestly, I think they didn't do it because of me. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might have ruined that for everybody. I just wanted to share it with other people that couldn't be there. No.
Oh, did you record clips and shit?
Yeah, well, and I didn't realize like that people said like they were like, yo, there was signs saying no recording. I didn't see a damn one, but
bro,
yeah,
PFF fucked me. I took a video of a Roshan out of his boot, right, and I put it on my Twitter. It's like my pinned tweet. I was like, Roshan out the boot, LFG. Fucking PFF sends that shit out, and there's like 38,000 people respond to it. I'm like, oh god damn it. So.
Yeah. Those big accounts love ripping stuff. So Trunk Monkey, real quick, what's your score prediction?
I think it's gonna be like 24-23, Bama.
Oh,
you son of a bitch! Get the fuck out of here.
24-23. Nah, I mean, it's just hard going into the mecca of probably all meccas of college football right now.
That's Texas. That's Texas. You know we got to say that. You know we got Kirk Herbstreit. We got the Kirk. You know what? I need to get the Kirk Herbstreit clip in here where he says the mecca of college football.
Hey Nash, don't get off yet. I'm gonna give you no donor real quick.
Oh, I really appreciate that.
I'm trying to, but you know, fucking YouTube's stupid on my phone. You know, I will not blame you for telling us Bama's gonna win, because I'm like 49-51.
I mean, really, everybody has a close game, except for me.
My hot take going into the season was I thought we were going to go 10-2 with our loss to be Alabama and then Kansas. Surprisingly, like I thought, they might be a preseason dark horse, but I saw them
out of this chat, you son of a bitch.
No, dude. Hey, no. I wasn't there with you saying like Kansas is gonna beat us, but I was there with you saying like this was a team that they started off hot last year. They brought back everybody, like literally everybody.
Right.
It's like how what's going on, man? That didn't make any sense, man.
Yeah.
And then West
Yeah.
Virginia actually looking like half decent for a little bit against Penn State. Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, hopefully Wyoming is like it is.
Hey, you know
think,
what? I'm glad that happened against Texas Tech because one, Texas Tech, two,
Yeah.
I'm glad because there's no, yeah, screw me, man, screw Nash, F this guy, but yeah, man, I no, you know what, Brandon, I will say when Brandon tweets me at the when we're at the open practice, he goes, "Hey Nash, I see you." I had never met this dude before in my life. I'm like, I literally just started looking around at everybody. I was like, what? Who's looking at me? I had no idea anybody knew what I looked like, too. I had no idea.
I was like,
anybody
I'm only dumbass here with like a construction shirt on and shit.
Yeah, you did. And it was easy to find you. Easy to find you, bro.
Yeah, no.
If you ever want to be
Yeah,
found,
dude, like-
construction shirts.
Dude. Yeah, look for the bright yellow reflective camo. That's me. I'll be there probably that fucking Wyoming game. It's probably gonna be. I'm just saying.
The reflective camo. I love that. All right. Any final pieces y'all got before I hop off?
No, I donated you some 10 more bucks.
You did. I really appreciate you, man.
Dude, you're good, dog. You're
done
good.
a lot for me.
I've watched way more than money I've donated in this fucking channel, dog. You
I
give me
appreciate
so
it.
much entertainment. Your every clips video is like fucking art to me. Even if it's not good, but it's fucking art to
Even
me.
if it's
And hey, man, congrats on the Orange Blood thing. Like,
thank you,
congrats,
bro.
man. Like, no, dead ass, dude. Like,
I'm really
Like,
happy
everyone-
working with those dudes that I work with.
dude, they're fucking great guys, man. Everyone
Yeah,
hates on them.
Aaron and Travis are really good.
Dude, it's all OB. Everyone hates on them because it's cool, but like, God, it fucking pisses me off because they are like the OGs. Like, they are the fucking OGs. Fuck everybody that hates on them. They can all suck my balls. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I've DM'd Catch and been like, dude, like I'm balls deep, like in enemy territory on IT, telling these motherfuckers to suck my dick because like they're hating on you for no reason. Like Jeff Ketchum and Anwar, especially
They get a lot of
Jason.
hate. They get a lot of hate.
Dude,
for it.
Jason,
Jason, I'll say Jason. That one actually does bother me because he is genuinely such a nice
fucking
dude.
amazing person.
Like
I
he
know,
is
I'm
such a nice person. Like I could
Yes.
understand some people where they go, I got into an argument with Catch, or like he argues a lot with me, or something like that, and he won't single somebody out, but I could see where somebody would get that, right? I could see how that might. I could literally, I cannot fathom a way that that Jason Sukamo could rub somebody the wrong way.
Dude. Yes, I agree. And their producer is Blake Skaggs, right? Blake Skaggs is their producer. Y'all's producer, right?
Yes, Blake Skaggs is really good, and that is a
Bro.
sound of a. That sounds like almost like ping, but that is a water jug that's a water cup being filled up. You can tell from the top.
Yeah, it's
Oh
like
yeah,
someone has
yeah.
like
My bad. I was filling my water.
No, you can.
You're
Hey,
good.
you can tell that water. That is that signature sound of the water going up to the top.
Yeah,
top.
we're like, yeah.
yeah, that public school hit me hard. But even like Blake,
Oh, Blake
young
is
or
Blake
whatever.
works so hard, bro. People don't understand.
Dude, I know.
He's
I
behind the
get it.
scenes on all
Like-
that stuff, and he's such a
But
great
even, like,
dude.
No, but even Blake, it was like one of the first times I donated Orange Blood, was like $50 or $60 or whatever. And this motherfucker finds me on Twitter. He follows me on Twitter and he goes, "Hey man, I really appreciate your Orange Bloods, dono." So like the next like 8 or 9 streams, I'm sitting here like donating $10. Like, this is for Blake. This is for Blake. This is for Blake. This is before all this live show shit, right?
Yeah.
They're like, Jeff Ketchum and everyone's like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like, this motherfucker said hi to me on Twitter, dude. I show love when they show love back. 100%. Don't give a fuck. Just like you. I met you at the open practice and you're like, "Hey Brandon, how you doing, man?" I'm like, "Who the fuck? Oh shit, you're Nash." You know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm here
Yeah.
to support y'all, motherfucker.
I mean,
y'all doing
look,
shit.
We're
I
all
cannot
fans,
and will
bro.
not do.
we're all fans of Longhorns. I mean, there's nothing special about me, but I mean, I do the clips and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, there's just anybody with a computer could do this stuff. So, but
Yeah, fuck all that.
I'm just the nut job that's willing to do it. I actually, and you know, funny, I started how I started doing this stuff, and I'll kind of end on this little story. Is I'm really big in fantasy football stuff, and there's a dude that does every play clips for waiver wire guys, like none of the big level guys, but like some of the fringe level. You know, do I want to pick this guy up? Do I want to leave him on the waiver wire?
Yeah, like your Mike Gesicki's.
And or even a couple years back, if you remember, like before, like he really popped off, a Cordell Patterson, right? Where if somebody went out for a week, you know, Cordell, he might be worth getting right here. He might be a stash, right? He might be a pickup on the waiver wire because he might get some receptions. And boy, did that turn out to be the right call if he did that. Man, but I saw those videos, and I remember watching, I wanted to see, there was a specific run of Bijan Robinson's. Couldn't find it anywhere on the highlights, and there was only highlight videos. And I was like, you know what, screw it. I want to get a video where every single run of Bijan Robinson's, no matter how good or bad it was, I want to put every single one in there because it's worth showing. And also, I just wanted to genuinely find that. I wanted to find that run, man. And I posted it to Orange Bloods, and that, man, took off, and here we are. I'm glad to be with Orange Bloods. It's kind of come full circle. But I really appreciate all you. Hey, Brandon, I really appreciate your help and your donations. It's a big help. And Toad, Trunk Monkey, all y'all, thank you for calling in. Thank you for Nino, HBR, who is I want to get his name in the chat right. I guess I'll remember as soon as I see it. It's Shadow. It's Shadow in the chat. And then Rodolfo all the time popping up in the chat, no matter what chat I'm in, Orange Bloods or whatever, supporting me. I thank all of y'all for the support. I'll be here. We'll be here Friday night, right before the Alabama game. Oh, man, I will be doing that stream late. That will be a late stream. I don't have to wake up in the morning on Saturday. Well, I do for College Game Day, but not a 6:30 a.m. spot. So, with that being said, hope you all have a great night. And as always, hook 'em.
Hook 'em.